How about we wrap this up, Eric?
Okay.
Do you want to go first or second with your compliment?
I'll attempt to be brave here.
Okay.
And I'll say that I actually said this to you earlier on the phone that you have all, and I said this to you at Saturnalia. I think that you actually embody the virtue of hospitality and selfless, the welcoming of both friends and strangers in a way I haven't seen in hardly anyone else. And I think, honestly, I think the Hellenism just augmented it. I think that was always a part of you, in part because I've known you since you were just becoming a Hellenist, and you've always had this attribute. So, there we go.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And for you, I'd say you're a wise man. I really admire Diogenes of Athens. I'm sure you... And I admire you for similar reasons, but for very different executions. You're able to talk to people who you have nothing in common with. Never get angry, never get upset, never lose your composure. Hear them out completely and be like, oh, that's interesting. And if the world were made out of people like you, Eric, there would probably be no war. Because people are like, I understand where you're coming from. And I don't agree with it, but I'm very interested to talk to you about it more.
And I would echo that sentiment, because if the world just valued something like hospitality in the way that you do, again, people could strongly disagree, and strangely enough, they might even get into like fist fights. But maybe we'd go back to the 50s in something that was good in the 50s, which was, people would stand up senators would stand up in the Senate, and they would hurl accusations at everything about their opponent's ideology. Then they'd slap each other on the back and go get a drink together.
Yeah, and that'd be kind of a nice place to get back to.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a guy and you're listening to this, it's not that hard, and it feels pretty good. So,
and if you're a woman listening to this, I guess I would almost ask, be a little understanding and sympathetic to our confusion.
Yeah, because we are both probably beat red right now and very uncomfortable, but we did it.
So for the men in your life, especially the one man, just be aware that this is not easy for him, probably. And we are trying so hard. So hard. It is just so difficult. Okay, so this has been the Agora podcast, and I'm Lou Dumanis. And I'm Eric Slaywick. And we're closing this one out. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. All righty.